What's up guys, it's me Jeremy. So today I've dug up another group of some of my favorite fan concept skins, and as always if you guys enjoy the video definitely hit that like button and let's begin. So first up we're taking a look at Ghost Hunter Lulu by Vnhardt aka haZe. This Lulu concept's putting out some serious Thresh vibes with that awesome green glow and like the little lanterns dangling off of Lulu's hat, and it's really cool how he kind of managed to keep things looking original while giving little nods to like other franchises like the Ghostbusters kind of with the little goggles and stuff. And this was actually made for one of the Riot art contests a while back, kind of like a couple of our other concepts today. There's going to be a recurring theme here. So Dan even made a custom model for the skin, including her awesome staff and a little ghost critter version of Pix. It's a pretty unique idea for a skin for Lulu, and it's definitely Riot quality, and it takes her in a really interesting direction, which is always a plus when you're working on original concepts. Our next skin is by Hector Teruel, or Hekutor, and it's Arcade Syndra. Rather than going with a little bit more of an original concept himself, Hector decided to take the community favorite skin series and put his own spin on it, which you definitely have to respect because it's not an easy thing to match Riot's own quality level with an addition to an existing skin line in the way that Hector does. The modeling work is super impressive and the end result looks really high quality and definitely wouldn't be out of place in the game at all. The big theme with the arcade skins outside of like the colorful and flashy designs is that they're all kind of packed with little references to like the older, original generations of gaming, like the OG stuff, and Hector managed to squeeze in a few really cool ones here and there too, like the Space Invader on the helmet and the Pac-Man on her belt, and it's still instantly recognizable as Syndra though, which is definitely an important part about making a skin since Riot definitely love that visual clarity. Next up, we've got a skin that I really think is just awesome, and it's Dark Sands Azir by Pingston. It's actually pretty evil looking. It's kind of similar to his classic skin a tiny bit, but it trades the royal purple bits of his clothing off for a mix of blue and red. And it's honestly kind of a subtle change compared to stuff like Gravelord Azir, but it feels really impactful and looks damn clean. And it really makes Azir feel a lot different in terms of his personality when compared to his classic skin as well. There's just something about like the darker colors that make him feel really intimidating and super intense. Stealth Rocket Vi by AndyVargas is next up on our list, and honestly it kind of looks like a little bit of a mix between a schoolgirl outfit and a Metal Gear outfit. Vi definitely looks like she means business, and the gauntlets, boots, rocket pack, all sorts of stuff on her back look awesome, and you can definitely imagine her building up some serious power blasting through a wall, and the speed up stripes as well are a really interesting touch. Also, when we take a closer look at her gauntlets, we find a disapproving cat face, and that's something that's always going to make everything better. It's a really cool skin with a really creative concept, so definitely props to the creator Andy. One champion that might not need a new skin definitely has to be Teemo, but if he was going to get a new one, I would certainly want it to be this one, Decoy Teemo by Frederic Lierman aka hypronost. One of the more requested skin themes that Riot receives is for more like fun and kind of silly skins, stuff like Definitely Not Blitzcrank, and Decoy Teemo definitely delivers on that in one of the most terrifying ways possible. Essentially, instead of playing as Teemo, you play as Teemo disguised as one of his mushrooms, and then when you plant mushrooms with your ultimate, you disguise them with a little Teemo hat. It's another Riot art contest submission, so it features a brand new model and textures and all sorts of stuff, and the concept is just done so expertly. The level of detail is really impressive, small touches like the ladybug on his head, the grass camo pants, all just look amazing, and even his blowpipe's kind of disguised to look like a stick with a little mushroom growing out of it. Also, Frederic made a fat Teemo version, so there's that too. Next up, we've got an unnamed Irelia skin by Elyaradine or Jonathan Hau-Yoon. It's all red, gold, and green, so it'd probably fit into maybe like the Jade skin series like Jade Palace Irelia or something similar like that, and he didn't specify a name for it, so the options are still open, but I definitely wanted to show it off because he goes super in depth and it's really impressive. Some of his first iterations had a more like Chinese aesthetic, but the final version has like a mix of everything and isn't entirely pinned down to one specific concept, which is actually kind of cool, since it's Irelia, and in her lore she essentially invents her own way of like fighting with her blades and stuff, so it kind of makes sense in the first place that she wouldn't really follow any sort of one traditional style. For me the best part of the skin is definitely that blade though. It looks deadly and the colors on it are damn cool. And last up, we've got a creator who we've taken a look before on this channel, and that is Sirhaian Arts. It might be a familiar name for some of you guys at this point, and this time we're taking a look at his design for Battlecast Jhin. And his take on the concept is something that is honestly just insane, and it totally blows me away. The textures are a little bit of a work in progress right now. They're not fully complete, but the visual effects, oh man, they are stunning as always from Sirhaian, and they really do the Battlecast line justice. Battlecast and Project use a little bit of a similar kind of technological style, so finding a way to make the visual and sound effects so distinct from one another is no easy task, but Battlecast Jhin, oh man, it just nails it. You know, Project skins usually have a little bit of like a futuristic feel in their sound effects, the visuals and stuff, and Battlecast skins kind of have like a more industrial feel, I guess you could say. You know, you get stuff like proper explosions and like fire and smoke and stuff, maybe a little bit more mechanical effects like gears or like contraptions or gadgets or something, you know? And Battlecast Jhin features all of those things and does a great job of fitting into the role of just the Battlecast skin lines, and they're all done to the standard that would just totally not look out of place at all in the game today, which is just so impressive. You know, you could take his design and just literally slap it right into the game, put it on sale, and it would, you know, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. And on top of that, all the new visual effects made for each of Jhin's abilities, you know, the skin concept even has a voiceover as well that sounds exactly what you would expect from a Battlecast version of Jhin. Overall, it's a fantastic piece, and definitely check out his channel, as well as the other original artists with the links in the description. So that's just about going to wrap up things for today's fan concepts. Definitely leave us a comment on which skin you'd like to see most in the game. And looks like that's going to be it for me. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe if you want. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.